Hey guys, I hope you're well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Blakemore. I teach travel and sometimes triumph. This is going to be talking about teaching, so it's a teach video, and I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on in school at the moment, what's going on with channel plans, all those different bits and pieces. But to start off with, I don't know if you can see behind me, my bags are out there. It's the end of school. It's a Thursday, which is the last day of the working week here in Dubai, and I now have a month of not seeing the children. So obviously coronavirus is spreading quite rapidly, so I wanted to talk about what's happening here in the UAE and how it impacts me and also the children and learning and different things like that, a bit of an update. So I found out early yesterday that school is not going to be on for a month. There's going to be 2 weeks of spring break, Easter holidays, and then followed by another 2 weeks of online learning. Now, the Easter holidays were meant to be in 3 weeks' time, which would make sense. So for those of you out there who have already had holidays cancelled and plans cancelled, all sorts of different things, weddings, all those bits and pieces, I really do feel for you, and fingers crossed you're able to get a refund or sort out flights and get part of the money back. I feel for you guys. So how does that impact me? 2 weeks being brought forward, I didn't have any flights booked, so not massively there, but at the same time it's something that I wasn't prepared for. Children have literally only been back at school for 2 weeks, and now they've got essentially a month of not being inside a school. I get it though. I do get it. It's a tricky time at the moment. You know, you never really know how things are going to spread, so it's a precautionary measure, and I understand that. For 2 weeks I have spring break, so my plans, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I can travel. I'd like to be able to go somewhere, but who knows. In terms of the 2 weeks after that, I'm going to an online learning platform, so I'm quite excited for that. In some ways, obviously, I want to share the pros and cons. So talking pros, it's a good opportunity to innovate and for children to learn from those different things, for children to try something new and to develop their understanding of technology. Cons, I don't think there's ever going to be anything better than children being in school and being able to give that feedback in person, developing those relationships and having those bits and pieces. So there's pros and cons to it, but at the same time, again, going back to it, I understand the precautionary measures. That's a bit of an update. I've got no idea what to expect in the future. I'm really excited to be able to share some of the different things that we're going to be getting up to inside my school. Google Classroom is going to be a bit of a game changer, and obviously all the G Suite, Google Docs, Google Sheets, slides, all those different bits and pieces. Study Ladder is something else that we're going to try and utilise within my year group. That's a great one. And then we're also going to be using a bit of Purple Mash and then a range of other websites, I think, as and when we come round to it. We're trying to limit it in some ways, but then also try and innovate as much as possible. I know that other schools are going for things like Seesaw. I'm not much of an expert on Seesaw. So I think that's a bit of an update for me, and hopefully that makes sense to you. From as far as what I know, it's just a spring break followed by 2 weeks online learning. And yeah, I would just want to eventually be able to share some of the things that I'm doing within my vlogs. I think the vlogs are going to look very different, obviously, because I'm not inside school, but at the same time I also want to share lots of different ideas because it's going to be quite innovative in some ways. So yeah, bit of an update, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to do that and all that business, but I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.